Hello, Gemini. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So this is a general love reading. And some of you may be connecting with someone on a romantic level. This could be a relationship from the past. This could be a situationship. Could also be somebody that you've met and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice. Wow, second chances. Overall arching theme. That's pretty cool. Second chances. We have here two cards. Not bad. Two cards that are quite rough, not so happy cards. So these are feelings and emotions your person of interest is feeling. Because of the intensity of some of these cards, it could be that you're going through this as well. We have here power, followed by rhythms. After that, we have victim, beauty, laughter, mother or mothering, order, growth, feelings and emotions, death and rebirth. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently, Gemini. And these cards are quite different, quite unique. I usually don't get this kind of combination. Very interesting. My dear Gemini, there's something about you that's just so overpowering. You are someone who makes me feel emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. You can seduce without even trying, because you are that tempting. And I do hope that sometimes when you're in the alpha state, I hope you know how much I appreciate that. There are certain things in this connection, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, something happens and I always end up thinking about you. There are certain things that have happened in this connection. No matter what I wear, no matter how I act, there's always this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. That boom is you. And it is a constant. And it does not change. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. I also feel that in this connection, there's this feeling that I have now, and I realize this. I've made you the victim. Made you the victim of my desires, of many things that I've always wanted. I have overindulged. I have taken advantage of you. I've taken you for granted and I did not value you. Not only that, but I now realize that I have victimized you. All of these things, including the psychological and emotional manipulation, all of that I did do. I didn't know what kind of an effect it would have on you, but that's all I was trying to do, was manipulate you, at least at the time. But things have changed now. Now I see you as somebody who truly is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Not only are you beautiful on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your charm, your beauty, your charisma, your talents. I see and I feel that you are one with nature. And I like what I see. I also see that you have this looking glass. And you have this ability of when I look into this glass, I can see my true self, but I don't like what I see. I like what you see when you look in it, but I don't like what I see. When I talk about myself, when I think about myself, how the universe views me, it's not right. I'm not right. In you I have found a friend, a best friend, my confidant, someone who I can rely on and trust with my life. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes me tick. You know what makes my heart throb. But only you know that. And I find it absolutely amusing that you have the ability of having that effect on me. I have now realized and seen you are this person that has unconditional love. There's a sense of nurturing, caring, protecting love that exists. And you have all of this. You do all of this. How could I have manipulated and used somebody so sweet and so gentle? I don't know. But that is why I feel this need of getting my head out of the clouds and finding that true path to you. Right now, I am at a crossroads, and I know I need to make certain decisions, and I need to move forward. But I find it difficult in doing so. Because of this, I am unable to move forwards, backwards, left, or right. Because in my opinion, nothing makes sense. I want to move forward. I want to be that person who can make the right choice, make the right decision. But I'm confused, and nothing makes sense to me. I want to grow and get to know you more. Finally, I feel that I have the time and the mindset to actually achieve this. Before, I did not, but now I do. I also feel the reason behind this is because I do have feelings and emotions regarding this connection. That is why I want to grow and get to know you more. What were you like when you were young? What are your dreams? What are your fantasies? And what are your plans in the far future? I want to know. Because everything that happened before was very fast and very sudden. And I never really got to know you as a friend. But now I realize that there is a possibility that you could be my everything. And I want you to be my everything. But there are certain obstacles and hurdles that I need to overcome before I can be with you in that way. Overall, everything that happened before, I want to put that to rest. And going forward, I want to have smooth sailing. No rough roads. No rough terrain. Just absolute easygoing. Future moving forward. I feel and I know that in this connection, if we try hard enough, there could be a second chance, and the second time round things could be great. But I also know that you are no longer the same, that you have changed because of me and the things I have done to you. That needs to be settled first, before anything else happens. And I need to make a proper decision. All right, Gemini. You're dealing with somebody here who really used you, misused you. And then on top of that, now they're confused. They don't have that sense of clarity. They don't have transparency. They don't know what's going on. They want to make a decision, but they have a lack of clarity and transparency and even understanding. And I'm getting the word comfort. For this reason, they don't feel comfortable. Because they don't know certain things in this connection, how to move forward, because they don't even know you properly. Here we have the growth card because they want to get to know you more than you already have known them, or they've known you. You could even be married and not really know somebody, or living with them for years. Not being married, but living with them for years as a partner and not even know them. It happens. People only tell you as much as they want to tell you. People only tell you as much as they want you to know. Sometimes you really don't know the person. This happens universally. It's everywhere. The problem right now is that your person of interest needs to make a choice. They need to make a decision. Their ultimate decision and their dream is to have a second chance with you. But moving forward with this feeling and emotion and wanting to grow, that's going to take some time, and it can only happen after they make the right choice and after they have a better understanding of the road ahead. It will happen. It will eventually happen. But for now, this is what your person of interest is feeling. All right, let's have a look. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. No, sorry. This is the Lover's Path Tarot. So with the Lover's Path Tarot, what I like to do is I read this deck in the reverse, for those of you who are new. The first set of cards that you just saw, okay? The first set. That is something that happened in the past in this connection with this person. This deck I read in the reverse, but I also read it a little bit into the past. So the other one was a current status. This is a little bit into the past. When we look at the past, I like to see what happened in the first place that caused this issue to go downhill. So at some point things were going great, they were wonderful, and then boom, just went down. What happened? Some of you may never have received closure. Some of you may feel that in this connection, they have ghosted you or they've just faded and the communication is so less you don't even know where you stand. This will provide you with that explanation. And like I said, I read this in the reverse. Hopefully this will make sense to some of you and it'll give you more clarity. And that way you'll be able to perhaps even have that sense of closure or move on. Wisdom, first card. Here we're talking about somebody that had an unwillingness to learn. There was a sense of superficiality when it came to relationships and this person. They were intimidated by intelligence and education. Your intelligence and your education. They felt limited by the lack of knowledge and understanding that existed. So here we have an issue with knowledge, education, enlightenment. Somebody who did not gain wisdom, meaning somebody who was not wise. Somebody who did not want to learn things. And somebody who was very defensive and intimidated by your intelligence or your education or your talents. They were actually intimidated. We have here 2 major arcanas actually. So their reasoning was quite big. It doesn't make sense because your person of interest should have just realized that everybody's different, and in any connection one may be earning more or earning less, and when we're all gone at the end of the day, I mean when we all pass away a long time from now, in the spiritual realm, money doesn't matter, status doesn't matter. You can start way back at the bottom, or anybody that was somebody who was very unfortunate in this lifetime. In the spiritual world, they may get a rank in terms of jobs, because we do have that. The type of jobs we do sometimes. Some people choose jobs. But for example, if you choose a job, it's not necessary that you're going to be like the CEO of some spiritual society in the afterlife. You could literally be somebody who's just starting right at the beginning, and you were a CEO in this lifetime. What I'm seeing here is that the sense of wisdom and that sense of superficiality, it does go hand in hand with this person. This is their personality. But there's also a little bit of arrogance here and stubbornness I'm seeing. Even when they have something staring at them right in the face, it's like they're in denial. They deny it. And that's not good when it comes to relationships, because you need somebody who will understand you and see things the way that they're supposed to be seen, the reality of the situation. I know I got very deep back there, but that's normal for me. All right. We have here balance. Balance here talks about a lack of harmony, a lack of self-control, a lack of equilibrium. Here, it talks about how there was a desire to have the balance between the opposites, the union of the conscious and the unconscious aspects of the psyche. There was a desire and need to integrate and moderate, but that didn't happen. Here, the problem was there was a sense of imbalance, discomfort, and the inability to find peace within or with others. And there was a lack of inspiration. So they couldn't find peace within themselves. Why? Because they're not wise. See, somebody that's wise. Yes. Okay. There's a saying in India, and they probably have it around the world in different places, but it's like a jug, right? Many of you people who are probably Indian or speak that language, you understand what I'm saying. There's an earthen jug, a terracotta jug, and if you fill it to the top, to the brim, it stays silent, it stays satisfied, and it is quiet. However, if it is half full, right, then it makes noise. It makes a lot of racket. It makes a lot of noise. But it looks like it's satisfied because there's something in it, but it's not. Here, the problem with your person of interest is that a part of them is not wise. The wise one is the one who has all of that liquid in that vessel all the way to the top, and they are silent, they are calm, they're cool and collected. But the one who is not wise, which is this person, they are the one who's a little rowdy, a little noisy, a little agitated, irritated, and not very wise at all. And that's why, because they don't have so much wisdom, they're always kind of all over the place. They don't make sense when they do things. And if they do, it's very impulsive because they're not wise. This person doesn't have a proper balance in their life, that there's a sense of unhappiness within themselves. Why? Because if that earthen jug, if it is completely full, that individual is satisfied. The one that is not completely full, they are not satisfied. I hope that makes sense to somebody out there. It's very difficult for me to translate and explain in that way, but I am seeing a jug and I'm seeing it completely full, and then I'm seeing another jug that's not so full. And the little jug with a little bit of water or liquid inside, it's making a lot of noise. And the one that's completely full, it's like they got their nose in the air, but they know that, hey, you know what? I've made it. I'm the wise one. Nothing bothers me. So yes, I think what happened here, you were dealing with somebody who may have come off as a queen or a king, somebody that was really mature. But the reality is they were not. They were not mature enough. It seems as if they were not, because it appears here that whatever happened, they were unable to make any decision. They were unable to move forward. They knew that what they were doing, they were taking somebody here for granted. It wasn't as planned. They had a plan and it didn't work out that way, which is why they want a second chance. All right. Let's have a look. I have here, this is the Beginner's Tarot. This is for those of you who would like to know any actions, any plans, any intentions this person may have in the coming future. Interesting. Second chances. Okay, 100% for sure. Gemini, whatever happened, it's like a loop. It's going to happen again now. But this time, it can be on a different level. It doesn't have to be the same every time, okay? It's an upgrade from what happened last time. Ace of Cups, first card's the strongest. It's a very beautiful card. This does show me that your person of interest has realized that they truly love you. They do love you, and they want to move forward in this connection with you in a very promising way. Here, your person of interest is finally going to say sorry. They're going to want to apologize and offer you this cup of love. Now, it could be either an apology or love, or it could just be both. Either way, it is going to be a very overwhelming sort of feeling and desire. We also have here the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, this does talk about how in this connection, your person of interest is waiting. They're waiting to see what your reaction is and how you are going to interact with them in the coming future. So this is a desire that they have, but this is something that they want to do moving forward. They are literally just waiting. Then we have here the Moon. With the Moon, it talks about what they're waiting for. They have realized that you have been a victim and you've witnessed a sense of betrayal as well as lies. They know that it's wrong. They don't like it. But they're waiting to see what your reaction will be. They're waiting to see how long will it take? What will it take to get Gemini back into my life? They are thinking about this. They are feeling this. We also have here the Wheel of Fortune. A part of them is hoping and wishing that fate and destiny and fortune, it will take their side. It'll be on their side. However, yes, sure, we can try to manifest things that way, but we also have to take action ourselves. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Nothing comes from nothing. They're hoping for you to accept this cup of love, despite the betrayal and the lies, the things that they've put you through. And with the Three of Wands, they're waiting. They'll know it when they see it, when they're going to reach out to you and talk to you. Because right now, they're waiting for their ships to come in. But it just hasn't. Like I said, they'll know it when they see it. And the overall arching theme, with Judgment, there is this realization that this is a spiritually based connection. And that second chance that's occurring, it's now for transparency, clarity, honesty. They want a second chance. And this time when they want this chance, it's going to be very clear, concise, to the point, open, honest communication. That's what they want. So it does seem very positive, Gemini, but you may hear in my voice I'm not so convinced. The reason being is because there's a lot of back work that needs to be done behind the stage, right? A lot of work needs to be done behind the stage in order for the things that are going to come up front to be absolutely beautifully perfect. Because what I'm seeing here, there is this desire, but there's a whole lot of effort that needs to be put into it before this even comes to fruition. So be a little careful, Gemini. If your person of interest talks to you, reaches out to you regarding a connection, it is important for you, no worries, to yes, forgive, but don't forget. And if some of you can, discuss this with this person, just so that you have a better understanding. And if they truly love you, Gemini, they will talk to you, okay? Don't walk on eggshells. Don't be afraid to mention the damn topic, all right? Because we get really afraid, we get scared, and we think, okay, you know what? I don't want to stir up a hornet's nest. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. And it's important to do that so that they know that you're never going to tolerate that again. That this ain't happening again. You do that one more time and I'm done. Right? You have to be very firm with this person going forward. Because I see here that they are trying to just kind of sugarcoat everything, cover everything up, and not really talk about it or deal with it. And then all of a sudden, boom, oh hey, yeah, I'm back. I'm back in your life. No, that's not how it works. If you want a connection, it has to be a very deep connection. If that's what you want. If you just want this to be something like a fling or whatever, temporary, there's no need to even talk about it. However, the majority of you do want something long-term, and it is important to get into the details of what happened and how you feel about it. Use the I method. I feel this. I believe this. I think this, right? You use the I method. It's less aggressive, and you also get your point out there, and they understand where you're coming from, and things just kind of fall into place. This is what I would recommend. Don't rush into anything with this person, but do understand that yes, they are completely interested in you and they do want to be with you. All right. Just going to do a quick prayer. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. The deck I'm using is the deck called Archangel Answer Cards. There you have forgiveness once again. Followed by a timeline. All right. So we have here, first card's the strongest, we have abundance. So this does indicate to me that certain things are going to come to you that were very unexpected, but you will be pleased by it. And then we have reconsider. So reconsider any sort of action, any plans, any words, any intentions that you may have had regarding this person or regarding the topic, the situation that you find yourself in. Reconsider what you've been going through, what you need to do moving forward. Here we also have perfect timing. Perfect timing here, it talks about how in this connection you may feel that the timing is completely off, completely different, but everything is supposed to happen in divine timing. It will happen when it's supposed to happen, and the timing will be perfect. They're also saying here forgiveness is key. It is important to forgive this person for what they did to you. For some of you, that is okay and it's easy. For others of you, it's very difficult. They broke you. They caused you heartache, pain, hurt, pain. I'm seeing the word hurt and pain. Somebody here also felt like a trophy. I'm seeing the word trophy. What is an easy way, or the easy way of doing this is how Jesus had done this by having compassion for people. Almost, I would say, almost having the feelings of sorry, feeling sorry for somebody. But understanding that they come from a different belief system, remember? They think differently. They were born and raised differently. Therefore, their ideas and values are completely different. Here, we have someone who doesn't know what they're doing and how it affects you. And this is how it's easy to have compassion for that person. Because at the end of the day, you know what? They just didn't know any better. Had they known, they wouldn't have done what they did. Sometimes there are external influences, even negative energies. Other people, right? But it is important to forgive if you want to get rid of that negative energy bubble that orbits around you every single time you think about this person. It goes pop. You don't want it anymore. And that way you don't have that grudge, that feeling towards this individual, the feeling you just grind your teeth and it's like, oh my God, I can't stand this person. They do what they need to do because that's what they think is right. And that's what makes them happy. If it doesn't make you happy, you got to move on. Here we have trust in the divine. And this is the Christ consciousness. So do trust in the divine. Do trust in the holy white light of God in the universe. Because with that trust, you will be able to manifest and bring good things into this connection. And even into your life. Here we have a year from now. So it does appear that from now until the next year, certain things are going to happen. There's going to be some changes. And it is important to know that everything that is going to happen in divine timing. There's going to be abundance. And at some point in time in the near future, or in the far future, here with a year from now, there's going to be a chance for you to listen to your own intuition and to move forward according to that and to reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do according to your own intuition. This is your higher self speaking to you, the body/spirit. Your mind, which is the soul, that's talking to you. And that's a higher sense. It's a higher being. It's been there, done that. It's much more wiser than we are. And as a human, and listen to it. Listen to your intuition. We also have here, be assertive. Wow. Did I not kind of mention that earlier? To let this person know, I feel this, I believe this, I think that. Yes, the overall arching theme here is be assertive. It is very important for you to put your foot down and to let this person know, you know what? These are my boundaries. These are my rules. You want to go with it? That's fine. You don't? There's the door. You have to be like this. I'm sorry. If they truly want you, they can be with you. No matter what it takes, they will want to be with you. Sometimes it's almost like a test. But it is important that you lay it out for them and you let them know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, set some healthy boundaries, and let this individual know that going forward, this stuff is not going to happen again. Okay, it's going to be totally different. Totally different you, totally different them. A year from now card in this deck, for some of you that may be wondering, it came last year. It is the only highest timeline card I have. It only goes up to 1 year. I don't have anything that says 3 years or 5 years from now. So if it did pop up, please understand that there's limitation to the deck as well. And that's it, Gemini. For those of you who would like to get some readings, I do have some openings right now for love readings as well as past life readings. And please do have a look on my website. That is www.asnointia.com. You can go to the rates and packages section, and there you will see all of the ones that are available. Also, for those of you who are new, I have another channel called Asnointia Audio on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free. One of them is on negative energies, what and who are negative energies, how to recognize and remove. And then I have 2 and 3 other categories. One is on spiritual connections, past life and spiritual connections. And another one is mainly on relationship-related advice. And I have other videos there too. Feel free to have a look. And please do like, share, and subscribe to that channel too. Hopefully soon I'll be able to upload something in the coming weeks. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. And let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. It was a very unique and different kind of reading, I see. It's very actually particular. So please let me know. Did it resonate with anyone? What are your stories? Because I do read the stories. And they're very important to me when I read that. It gives me a lot of understanding. All right. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.